Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're getting into another dating topic. This is traditional masculinity versus soft modern men is the topic. This is part of this recent research series that I've been doing in regards to trending topics that revolve around the dating world. And this one is from the perspective of a topic that is of concern to men. We've done a couple of previous videos of ones that are topics in regards to women and to men. This one happens to fall on the men's side as far as they're the ones who this subject is, who brought this concern up. So, excuse me, in this discussion here, it kind of dives into how men are heavily divided on what women actually want from men today, whether it's masculinity or soft men era or modern era, whatever the case is, however you want to phrase it. And the breakdown of the sides argument in the research says that one side argues women still prefer confident leadership, masculinity, financial stability, decisiveness, emotional control, while the other side argues that what they require in a relationship is emotional vulnerability, therapy, equality, soft communication, and emotional intelligence. And I think that when it comes to the discussion of this being a topic for that men have risen, I think that where the issue probably lies more so than anything is not so much the division of that, but the idea of both trying to exist at the same time, which is why it leads to the idea of what is it that the women want in regards to this. So I don't think it's so much a division of one or the other. It's the idea that both are trying to exist at the same time, or the demand for both are trying to exist at the same time, which creates confusion of which one do you want. And I think that most men have seen that the more masculine approach is what ends up being what is sought after. Yet, if you are in a relationship, you find that the woman will try to debate that you should be more soft. They're not going to say it in that word, but they're going to want you to be more emotional. They're going to want you to be all these things and vulnerable, this and that, but actuality are not going to necessarily reward that behavior. If anything, it's been seen that behavior becomes targeted or preyed upon for a lot of guys that say that, which is where the controversy comes into play of, well, if this is what someone wants, then why would I not be rewarded for being that way? And I'd love to hear from guys in the comments down below in regards to this. I would love to hear some women as well in regards to what do you really want, because a lot of times people will say one thing and it'll be opposite of what they really want. But since the discussion is more so from men asking the point of or it's just one of the topics that is within that talking space for men, as far as I guess being confused in terms of what's wanted. Like I said, I'd love to hear from both to decide, where that stands. But I definitely think that it's not so much a one versus the other as much as the concept of both are being asked to be required. And those two dynamics can't really exist at the same time because they're polar opposites. You can't be masculine and soft at the same time. Because when you have a situation where the family needs you to stay strong and rise to the occasion for whatever obstacles might come, you can't now fall on your emotional side or soft side and say, I'm fearful too of what's going to happen, and I want to kind of crouch in and be scared of what's coming next as well, because that's when the family's going to look at you like, your family's going to look at you in a way like, we're looking at you to save us. So it doesn't work. But then at the same time too, the idea of control of a level playing field is where the idea of when things are calm and safe, that sometimes it's projected that they want the men to be soft, because at that point it levels the playing field for a more equal dynamic in terms of, I don't want to use the word for control, but it's almost like if the guy's energy is no longer in the leadership level, then it's two people who are essentially equals in a dynamic where when the weight has to come on, the weight goes back onto the person who's supposed to be masculine. So anyway, you guys, let me know your thoughts down below. And as always, like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.